Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, most of you know what exactly the CS for Labour Florence Bore did to a member of parliament at Karen. To an extent, even people like Miguna who still support William Ruto were asking Florence Bore to resign. You go and assault someone, forcefully enter into someone's home without even prior payment, then you use police officers to use force on someone. And besides this, there are also other issues that Florence Board has been involved in, and the National Assembly, through the Speaker, Moses Wetangula, and the Majority Leader, Kimani Ichung'Wah, summoned Florence Bore to appear before the National Assembly. And the impunity here is that it is now for the second time they are doing a summon on Florence Bore, and she has bluntly refused to appear before the National Assembly. Amekata. She don't want to come. So, today, the Majority Leader, Kimani Ichung'Wah, is now threatening to sponsor an impeachment against Florence Bore because she has disrespected the National Assembly. She has been asked to come and answer some of the questions. She don't want to come. And Kimani Ichung'Wah is not stopping there. He's going further to demand answers from the executive, including William Samoei Ruto, to come clean on this matter and answer why his appointee, Florence Bore, has refused to go to the National Assembly. And I want to quote him. This is what he's saying: "I will not stand before my colleagues and defend a cabinet secretary of government who has bluntly defied the directive of the leadership of this house. We have on 2 occasions rescheduled the appearance of the cabinet secretary, yet she failed again to come to the National Assembly. The letter which she sent is full of contempt to the house. This is not a favor to anyone." That's Kimani Ichung'Wah. Now he's asking others from the executive, including President William Ruto. So when they ask her to appear before the house, she writes a letter and say, "Oh, I'm out of Nairobi, I'm out of the town, I'm out of the city, so I can't make it to appear before the National Assembly." That is now the situation and the relationship between those who are working in the executive and the National Assembly. We are continuing with this particular discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much, and again to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, the truth is that Florence Bore is coming from Rift Valley, and the man who has given her a job is their own son, William Samoei Ruto. So, when Florence Bore refused to appear before the National Assembly, she is literally showing the middle finger to the National Assembly, a house that vetted her to the office that she's serving in. If the National Assembly could have stand their ground and say, "No, you Florence Bore, you are not worth this office. You don't deserve to serve here," Ruto will have no any other option. If they have said no and insist on no. But because she was passed by the same National Assembly, that's why she took an oath of office. And now she's serving that capacity as a CS for Labour. So the same house that gave her the power and a chance to serve in that office, she is now showing disrespect. Not one time, 2 times. Then definitely, she is telling the National Assembly, I am untouchable. You waste your time, but I will not come. Just imagine someone just sees for labor. So the National Assembly is now threatening to fire this one through impeachment. But again, they're going further to ask William Ruto questions. The executive is now supposed also to answer, including William Ruto himself, why Florence Bore is defying the National Assembly directive. If the CS is doing all this, Kimani Ichung'Wah and Wetangula must be aware that Ruto is well aware of what is going on. It is just one phone call and the border will be in the National Assembly. But seemingly Ruto is entertaining Florence Bore. That means she has the immunity of William Samoei Ruto. And this now becomes a warning to Kimani Ichung'Wah. Before you plan the impeachment of Florence Bore, you must know 2 things. Number 1, this government is a Kalenjin government. Ni serikali yao. That one should sink deeper into your mind, Kimani Ichung'Wah. Number 2, before you think of impeaching Florence Bore, you must know that it is William Ruto who gave you that job, the majority leader. The same way, people like the former majority leader who served in the first time of Uhuru and William Ruto suffered and was removed from office. I am talking about Aden Duale. In the same way, you can be removed before you think of touching on the untouchables. So look at that. You are serving there, but now someone, because they have because one of their own is in the State House, you can't go before the National Assembly and answer to some of the questions. I'm just imagining, what if Bore was not a Kalenjin, he was either a Luhya or a Kikuyu or someone from Lower Eastern or a Luo or a Kis for that matter. Would she defy the National Assembly directive? Tumeona wameita Kithure Kindiki. Kithure Kindiki has never missed the most busy department or ministry near Interior. Kithure Kindiki has honored all the sermons. But we can see here, Bore is saying, you cannot do anything to me. Then we start asking questions. If this is how they are going to behave, and we know many scandals are going to come, if this is how she's behaving, tell me, is it going to be very easy for the National Assembly to summon CSS appointed in William Ruto's government from Rift Valley? Are a Kalenjin CSS going to be responsible and answerable to Kenyans and the National Assembly? The answer is a big no. Because this alone explains what you should be anticipating for. Are they going to be honest? So it's very clear. We have CSS who have immunity and the other ones who are not immune. Kama wewe sio mkale, you are not immune. This is happening differently. For Uhuru, we saw him firing CSS from Mount Kenya region. He went to an extent of even firing. But these ones are being protected. Look at that. For Uhuru, you get it wrong, he fire you. For Ruto, you get it wrong, you are protected. Kenyans, you are on your own. These people are working for William Ruto. Otherwise, if not, he will not even hesitate for 1 minute to give order for the border to go and appear before the National Assembly. And that's why you see Kimani Ichung'Wah and Wetangula are disturbed to an extent of now going further to demand executive to also answer these questions. Hapo ndo tumefika sasa kisiasa. So Kimani Ichung'Wah, hii sio serikali yenu. Wetangula, you should know that hii ni serikali ya watu wa Ruto. Na nyinyi sio watu wa Ruto. Labda mnaweza ondolewa na hawa hawezi ondolewa. And to Kenyans, you are on your own. While such people arrogantly disobeying the orders from National Assembly, where they need to go and be grilled, answer some of these questions. Watu waende kwa inafaa waende huko. But she cannot go. And she's free to do all this. Sasa hapo ndo tumefika kisiasa.